Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're continuing on from where we left off. We're about to go to okay, well that was a view. We're about to go to, was it Biotia? To, work with Stentor and all that shit, so let's go. Oh, fuck off, there's no nearby road. What are you talking about? Come on. We're pretty far away. This was the closest viewpoint we had, which is in Athens, so I'm pretty far away from it, so we'll probably just talk for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I'm still going through the Survivor seasons. I'm almost done, but yeah, because I do plan on doing a video for my other channel where I go through every Survivor season, Survivor US season, and talk about who I would vote for in the final tribal, and give a short explanation why. So I've kind of been talking it through here, just to, oof, that's not good. Just to okay. Cool. Yeah, just to get all like in my mind so I can write the script later today. So I'm trying to think. Okay, so we got to 30, and 30 is the tough one. I feel like they're all bad with Mike, Carolyn, and Will. Like Will, Mike would 100% not be getting my vote. It would be between Will and Carolyn. And again, like I think Will gets a lot of hate for like the thing with Shirin, but it's like if you look at his positioning in the game, I mean, he was never like, again, like he gets compared to a dead fish like Shirin, which I mean I guess is apt to a degree, especially like his end game. I don't feel like he did that much in his end game. Mind you, he did make a final 3 alliance with, I believe it was Carolyn and Mike, right? At that reward. But outside of that, I mean, yeah, he pretty much just stayed loyal to Rodney. Didn't really do much. But it's like, again, I mean, like, you have the, if you look at his positioning before that, once he gets to the merge, he instantly flips against his own alliance to team up with Rodney. Why aren't we going faster? Okay. And is able to ride that all the way to the end. I mean, it's like there isn't much there, but it's like, and again, like that thing with Shreen is terrible socially, but it's like if you, but like positioning wise, he never was in a bad position, and compared to Mike, who obviously did terrible positioning wise, where you need to win out from Final 9 on, and you got Carolyn, who was going to be the boot at Final 7, if it wasn't for, or 6, if it wasn't for Mike telling her about the, to play her idol, or if it wasn't for Mike telling her that she was in danger. I mean, I do feel like, that's definitely something that, I would, what was it? That's something I had to detract from. So it's like, dare I say it, I mean, I do think, really, I think Will possibly gets my vote, in that situation. Yeah, and the thing is, people praise Carolyn's game. However, if you look at Carolyn's game, the only real move she made was to vote out Tyler, and that wasn't even a good move for her to vote out Tyler that early. Like, so, it's a tough thing for me. I don't know, I just feel like it's really tough, that, tribal council, or that season. Alright, 31 is easy, it's Jeremy, not even close. Though, I shouldn't say that. I think Spencer is, like, it's not like some of these other ones where it's like, there's no realm possibility. Like, there's a realm possibility I would vote for Spencer. But yeah, I think Jeremy outplayed Spencer in most situations. Yeah, I think the only time he didn't is at the final 9, where obviously Spencer got was able to vote out Fishback. But it's like, that's pretty much the only time. Again, that's another season where, like, I don't think anyone, like, where like no one was in the majority the entire game. So again, like, I mean, Spencer was on the outs a couple times during the pre-merge. and Jeremy was the only time he was on the outs was that one vote there. Again, him trusting Kimmy a bit too much is kind of a downside, but at the end of the day, he still played his idol. Yeah, we were already told that like he was alive and everything. Like, why are we that surprised? And again, that Cassandra gets punched in the face.
You idiot! Not after Megaris. Not after what you did.
Okay, didn't we like again? It's really dumb that we have to fight him and like pretty much kill him. Yeah, he's still alive now.
Sent me to aid you in securing the region.
This is how much he trusts me. He put his faith in a fucking mercenary.
I love our flame horses in the background.
The gods are punishing me with your presence.
If I was your punishment, you'd already be dead.
Why have the king sent you?
King Archidamos sent me to conquer the Viotians, since you clearly can't.
And yet he sent me a single traitorous mercenary.
Okay.
You should thank the gods that I.
So yeah, I think I would go for Jeremy. Again, had a better, I think it was better positioned the entire game.
Then put me to work.
The only time he possibly could have gone home was at Final 6, where, again, where it was a tie for one, so, and I don't think either side was flipping, so it's like, either way, he wasn't going home that time. That, and also he had an idol, which he utilized, obviously, so it's like, I'm not going to dock points. But again, like I've said before, how I don't like it when people have to use idols to survive a vote. Again, this is not a similar situation in this, because it's like the difference here with Jeremy is that it was a tie vote for one, and two, he only needed his idol once someone else played their idol, which I think that's fair game. Like if you, I think the problem that I have is when you have like, again with Kelly Wentworth, when you have 9 votes against you and you have to use your idol. That's something that's me docking points from your game. But with Jeremy, where it's like it's a 3-3 vote, and you only really need to play your idol after someone else, or after Kelly played an idol and negated 3 of the votes, it's like, okay, then that's fine. Okay, so yeah, that's the first one. Let's go. We get to 32, which is tough. Again, this is another one where I think I would have considered voting for Ty. Like kind of the person who got no votes. But again, the thing about this is that Michelle was obviously not in the majority for most of the game. Or not, I shouldn't say most of the game, but most of the end game. And essentially had to win the final immunity to win the game. And again, Joe getting medevaced was very lucky for her, because if Joe did not get medevaced, Michelle more than likely goes at 5. Especially because the immunity challenge that was going to be there was more than likely the reward challenge that Aubrey won. So that means Michelle goes there, and then yeah, it's over. So Michelle, again, not super high on Michelle's game, even though she was my winner pick that season and she did end up winning. Again, not super high on her game. Aubrey, I'm not as high on as other people either. I think Aubrey played a pretty dominant game after the point where she was supposed to go home. Again, the problem I have with Aubrey is the fact that one, she was a big mess the entire pre-merge, and then the medevac of Neil really benefited her game. It was more than likely she was going home that round if Neil didn't get medevac. So that's another thing that it's like, I'm not going to deter enough points to like take her out of the running because of that, because again, it's a bit more up in the air, than it's not as clear cut, but it's still not good. And then oh, we gotta find her.
And the food's still simmering. Nisea can't be far away.
But I do think at the end of the day, I would have probably gone for. I don't know. Well, then I think you get Ty, who was obviously kind of on the outs during the Debbie vote, and in the Nick vote, and That's not great. Okay. I think I changed my mind. I would vote for Aubrey. Yeah. I mean, I think I would vote for Aubrey again. Even though, again, the thing is, the big question mark for me of Aubrey is like, with how many points do I take off for her almost going home at that vote?
These tracks don't look human. They lead away from the capital
Because
to the north.
Because the thing is, it's not clear cut. Because it's like the people have been so wishy-washy when talking about whether Aubrey would have gone home or not. Like, some people say, oh yeah, we were going to put votes on Aubrey. Some people don't. Some people say, oh, we were going to go Neil. Like, and Neil even disputes the fact of whether he would have played his idol or not. So there's just so many different factors there where you can't really... Wait, what am I doing? Oh, wait, we're going over there. Shit, I thought we were still looking around. Alright, so it's like, it's not a clear-cut thing of whether Aubrey went home or not. So I do think I would have voted for Aubrey. I definitely would have voted for Aubrey over Michelle. And, oh yeah, she's here. Oh fuck, she has a lot of health. Okay. Fuck. What? Oh my god, what? How did we die that quickly? Oh my god, that's the first time we've died. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, how did our health go down that quickly? What the fuck? Alright. But, yeah, I think I would have voted for Aubrey. 33, I would have voted for Hannah. Yeah, I would have voted for Hannah. I'm trying to think. Because, like, I would vote for Hannah over Adam. It's just more of a question of would I vote for Ken. I don't think so, though. I'm trying to go through the votes with Ken. Yeah, I would have voted for Hannah. I think, again, the thing with Hannah versus Adam is that Adam was, one, left on the outs during certain votes. Again, he was on the outs during the Mari vote. He was on the outs during the... which, I mean, technically Hannah was to a degree as well, but obviously she was told at the last second and voted that way. So, I mean, at least there's that. Fuck. Mercenary. So, there's that. Okay, let's see if we can we do it stealthy? Nah, looks like the wolves are race sauce. Wait, maybe? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, guess not. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this one? This is Draken, right? Yeah. Trying to think of who else. Yeah, I mean, like, Adam. Yeah, I would vote for Hannah over Adam. Again, Hannah was in the majority more often. Again, during the Brett vote, Hannah was the one to vote out Brett. Which people consider a bad move. I do not consider that a bad move, by the way. Like, I think the only bad thing about that move for Hannah is the fact that it made the jury perceive her to be under David's wing. But I think from a strictly social positioning standpoint, that's 100% the right move. To get rid of Brett over David. The only problem is if David wins final immunity, obviously. But... again, I think Brett is more likely... I think David's more likely to take Hannah to the final two... Or to the final three than Brett is anyway. Obviously, she has a better relationship with him, which, I mean, to be fair, that is part of her rationale for it, which is not great. But at the same time, I think from a strictly social positioning standpoint, I don't think it's the worst move in the world. It just, I think it looked poorly to the jury, though, which I think is something she didn't think about. What? No, I pushed it. I pushed the. Oh, fuck off! I pushed the stealth attack thing. Fine. There we go. Alright, there's Draken. Alright, this one? I believe there's a viewpoint there too, so we'll do that viewpoint. Oh, I believe that last one that we're about to, the one that we do that we're doing last is a cultist, I believe too. But yeah, I think I would have voted for Hannah there. 34, I think it's very clear I would have voted for Sarah. Yeah, no, I mean, while she didn't play, I mean, she kind of played under the radar for the first half of the game. Second half of the game was super dominant. Again, the only downside to Sarah's game is the legacy advantage at Final Six, where at the Final Six vote, where she got the majority of the votes that time. However, I think at the same time, if she didn't have the legacy advantage, I think she would have definitely played a lot more cautiously that vote. And I think because she had the legacy advantage, she didn't really care. So while I do take points off for that, I don't take enough to put it where I would have voted for Brad or Troyzan. But I definitely lower her in my winner rankings because of that. Mind you, she's not super low. She's still, I think she's at the bottom of the top third, sort of. Like, because, I mean, if you break it up into tiers of top, middle, bottom, like, she's at the bottom of the top tier. So she's like towards the bottom of the first third. But either way. Ben, Chrissy, Ryan, I've talked about this before. I would have voted for Ryan. I think Ryan played the best game of the season. I think... well, I mean, I think technically definitely played the best game of the season, but I mean, out of the three there, I think Ryan played the best game, and I think Ryan more than likely wins if it was. I think Ryan has a good shot of winning a Ryan, Chrissy, Devin final three. So I think. Yeah, I definitely think I would have voted for Ryan. Again, Ben, I'm never voting for. Now, again, as I said, not really a person that respects that sort of game. So between Christy and Ryan, one. I mean, the thing about Chrissy is that I just feel like she played so poorly socially, where we get confessionals from so many people talking about how fake Chrissy is, and also how in the exit interviews we hear how like no one liked Chrissy, essentially. Like none of the jury liked Chrissy, at least the early jury. I mean, like people from like what, Desi, Cole, Joe, and like that sort of, like the healers, with the, I would say with the exception of Dr. Mike. Oh, fuck up, turn around, what the fuck? Okay, can you, thank you. And none of them like Chrissy, so it's like, I think I would have to vote for Ryan. I think Ryan played the best game anyway, so, yeah. So do this viewpoint since we're here. And then 36 for Dominic. Like, would have been one of my most locked, I mean, it's one of my most locked, like, sort of decisions, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Dominic and Wendell are, again, one of these pairs that did things together, but I think, again, the difference here for me is that Wendell had so many opportunities to get rid of Dominic and didn't, while Dominic never really had a solid shot at Wendell.
Looks like I missed a fight.
So that's one. Two, we're shown that Dominic was the one doing a lot of the strategic work. Like he's the one that has a better strategic relationship with Chelsea. Has a better strategic relationship with Kellen. Has a better strategic relationship with Michael. I mean, a lot of these people he's able to build a strategic relationship with. Obviously, some of the people I just listed were people that voted for Wendell at the end of the day. But again, I think that was more so due to natural likability more so than gameplay. Again, I think it's another like Steven versus JT sort of thing, where it's like JT had a natural likability to him that got him votes over JT, who while played a more strategic game, I think kind of gets overlooked on that. Got overlooked during the jury questioning. Shit. Fuck. Not that matters. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Either way, we can kill all these guys anyway.
She's right there.
Yeah, let's just go straight for him. Why not? What? Okay, cool. No, what? Why'd you miss? Fuck off. Oh, okay, cool. What? No, fuck off. No, what the fuck's going on? I'm not even pushing that. Okay. Oh my god, okay. It's funny that like we're having trouble because of our own fire. There we go. Got it. We're good. That was kind of a tougher fight. So who's the last one? It is this one. Which again, that should be a cultist. So, yeah, Dominic over Wendell, and then the last one, again, I would have voted for Mike White in David vs. Goliath. I think I've said that a billion times now. Again, I think Nick, the problem with Nick is that one, I mean, again, it's up for debate how many of those final immunities he needed to win. But it seems like he definitely would have been in trouble at 5, and you're always in trouble at 4 if you don't win immunity nowadays. So, I mean, I think that's something. And then also the fact that, again, like, I just think he played a bit too personally. Then, I mean, so did Mike. Mike made some personal mistakes, but yeah, I feel like Mike had a pretty good grasp on the game for a lot of the post-merge. Particularly the post-Alec vote, right? Like from Final 9 on, I think he had a pretty good grasp on the game. Again, it was a swing vote at 9. Was one of the people that was in on the split for Gabby at 8. At 7 was the person who got Christian out, and then at 6 again was the person that flipped against Davey. And then at 5 again flipped back, voted against Allison, and obviously had to win the fire making at 4, but again 4 nowadays, like the way the final 4 works nowadays, it's really dumb. So it's like I can't even take it into consideration anymore on like a indicator of anything, because again no one's getting voted out, no one's doing whatever. It's like so I mean really it's more of a like who cares? Who cares about what happens at the final 4 nowadays? I think the only thing that I could come from this is if there's like a solid final 2. and they make it to the final four, and one of them wins immunity and takes the other one. That's the only sort of credit I can give anyone for anything that happens at the final four. I feel like at this point, I think anything else, it's like, what's the point? Okay. Okay, cool. Fuck. Okay, cool. Yep, cultists, that's what I thought.
That's for what you did to my family.
Sure. Fine, let's just take this horse. Okay, so I guess we gotta mark the quest again. So the Conqueror here. So where's this again? It's over there. So yeah, there's no real close threshold point. So okay, what else is there? Oh, that's it. That's all the seasons, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to create I'm hoping to get through that sort of video in about like a little bit over 20 minutes. Again, the thing about this sort of video is I don't feel like it would take that much editing. Like, I think the audio is going to be long, though. I think that's the thing. But I'm hoping that if I can get through each sort of season within, like, 45 seconds or so, I'm hoping that that'll make it a lot easier. And I think I'm going to try to do a lot more of it in one shot. Again, usually the way I do a lot of my recording for the audio for the other videos is usually I mess up a lot, so I take like a billion takes to do a lot of the lines, which ends up making it so like with the essentially like only like a third of the fucking audio that I record is actually used. I'm hoping for this it's I can do more in one shot, that way it's less editing and it's just easier to put together. But we'll see. We will see. Alright, sorry, moving around again. Fuck. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. I want to do one for International Survivor at some point too, but that'll probably be down the road. Yeah, I haven't done a video on US Survivor yet, so that's kind of why I want to do it now. And I could do one for Big Brother too, and Big Brother Canada and whatever. Then I don't feel like it's as interesting as Big Brother Canada. Again, again, Jillian or Gary, it's like, well, I would have voted for Jillian because Gary was voted out previously. Like John or Sabrina, I would have voted for John because Sabrina didn't do anything. Let's see. Again, John's another one that, like, he had to win, like, the final 2 HOHs. Like, he needed to win out from Final 5 on, but it's like, well... Or he needed to win Final 4 veto and then Final HOH. But either way, he needed to win out from Final 4 on, but it's like... I think I'm going to be a bit more lenient on that sort of thing, especially with Big Brother. Because I feel like Big Brother is a bit tougher of a game. To just straight up, like... To straight up just dominate. So yeah, there's that. You got Sarah versus Godfrey. Again, an easy Godfrey, not even close. Phil versus Kelsey. Again, easy Phil. I'm Phil and the Pax Bros. Sorry, or Kelsey. Again, easy the Pax Bros. Again, the Kelsey got voted out. So I mean, again, it's pretty fucking easy. Kevin versus Karen. I mean, again, I don't like that Kevin won out, but at the same time, he did it in a strategic way, and also Karen like wanted to not win. Like, she actively wanted, like, she was trying to get Dimitri Saraiko to win. So it's like, I'll give the win to Kevin. And then again, last season, again, it's Paris. So it's not that interesting with Big Brother Canada.
The
Like
gods
these
must
all,
hate
I'm
me
like
if
over
paths
half
keep
the seasons
crossing.
are fucking just clear-cut
From what
things.
I've
Like again,
seen,
Jillian versus
you
Gary is
needed
Jillian.
divine intervention.
Like Jillian versus
I don't have
Gary's
time.
Jillian, Sarah versus Godfrey's Godfrey. I mean, like
Sage
a
on
lot of the like the only
Have
ones
the
that are like
chance.
kind of interesting are John and Sabrina, but even then, it's not really.
Let's get this
And
over with.
I think the most interesting one actually is Paris and Kayla, but even then, I think it's
Sooner I'm rid
for
of
me
you,
at this
the
point,
better.
I think it's pretty clear for me that I would have voted for Paris. Even though at the time, I think I would have voted for Kayla. Okay.
A bad day for Athens! A glorious day for Sparta!
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're already over 30 minutes, but again, it's kind of like at the point where it's like we might as well just finish. Oh no, fuck! I fucked that up. I didn't have to do that. We might as well just finish up this mission. We're pretty close. Actually, I completely forgot shield break was even a thing. Like, we haven't used any attack outside of overpower this entire time. I did a Spartan kick earlier just as a joke, but like I just realized, yeah, we haven't used like shield break or anything like that. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? He blocked it. Oh, what the fuck? Hit the fucking captain. Okay. Okay. I actually didn't mean to do that, but fine, that worked too. Yeah, like with Big Brother, I think is a video that I would probably like to do. I'll probably do that closer to when Big Brother actually starts, though. Is like a who would I vote for? Which I think Big Brother's pretty clear cut, though. I think that's the thing. I think with Survivor, it's a lot more variance. I think with Big Brother, it's a lot more clear cut in who I would vote for. Like, I mean, if we're going through season, I mean, I guess it's kind of late in the episode if we're going through seasons, but I mean, like, I think season 2 is easy, Nicole. Season 3, Danielle. Season 4, that one's a bit closer. I think probably I would lean towards, I don't know. I've said Alice in the past, but I think, like, if I were really to take a deep dive into it, I think it's really close. Alright, 1. And then, 5, Drew. 6, Maggie. 7, Boogie. 8, I mean, that's tough. Danielle, I guess. But, I mean, they're both bad. 9, Adam. 10, Dan. 11, 11, Natalie. 12, Hayden. 13, who was 13? Rachel and, I guess Rachel. I mean, again, they both suck. 14, Dan. 15, Andy. 16, Derek. 17, I guess Steve? Again, that one's kind of closer. But, again, I feel like Steve did more stuff on, like, while I think Liz might have been in, like, the majority more of the game, I do feel like Steve did more things purposely, while, like, Liz kind of just accidentally did things, so, yeah.
And yet I'm here, and he isn't.
You fucking murderer!
You know what, 18, Nicole, 19, Paul, 20, Tyler. Then we're doing, I mean, over the top if there was a jury, I mean, that's top. I mean, over the top's like, that's not even worth talking about. Celebrity Big Brother 1, Ross 2, Tamar.
True enemy.
Stentor,
Your job is done, mercenary.
Though again, I mean with
Now
2,
I will kill you
I
for
thought it
what
would be
you
close. Like I
stole
would have
from me,
considered voting for
Megaris.
Ricky, but Ricky just butchered that end game, and I think at that
You don't
point it's
have
like,
to
well, I
do
kind of
this,
have to give it to
Stentor.
Tamar at that
But I
point.
do. There is nothing you can say to convince me otherwise.
This isn't what Nikolaos would have wanted.
Oh, you fucking know. Traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You betrayed Sparta. You betrayed your family. You killed my father and stole my chance at a normal life. You deserve nothing but the cold of my blade buried in your heart.
Sure. Oh my god, it's almost 11 o'clock? What the fuck? Yeah, Nikolaos isn't showing up. So we're actually gonna fight him. Because Nikolaos is supposed to show up and he stops the fight, but obviously we killed Nikolaos.
You really want me to embarrass you in front of your troops, brother?
And this music does not match any of these fights, by the way. Like it plays the theme song, it just feels so strange every time they do it.
The only reason you're alive is because of me. This
Killed him? I mean, like, I killed him, right? Okay, there we go.
You've proven your point. Now finish this. I welcome death if it means I don't have to see you again.
No, Stentor. Not this time.
No, fuck him.
Go with the ferryman, brother.
Alright, so, I think what we'll do at this point, we might as well fast travel back, too. So, what do we got? We got fast travel here, right? Because this is the delivering a champion. So yeah. There we go. It's 11 o'clock already. Fuck. I mean, I'll probably record for another 3 or 4 hours though. So again, I'm hoping to get the family storyline done by then. We should, and get a start to the Isu storyline. Which again, we should. But, I don't know. Seems like we're cutting it closer than I thought, though. I thought we would have been further than this by this point. But then again, I mean, really, after we kill the Cultist King, it's pretty close to the end anyway. Means what? After that, we get arrested. I mean, we have the fight with Deimos, whatever, get arrested. We do those dumb missions, the fucking... Which, again, feel like side missions and are really a drag on the pace, but whatever, the stuff to ruin Cleon's reputation. And then we kill Cleon in Macedonia, and then that's it. And then, I mean, return to Sparta, and that's it. So, yeah. We'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.